Number one is Andrographis, also known as the immune warrior. This is a powerful immune system modulator. Remember that our immune system sometimes overreacts when it comes to Lyme disease, so we need the herbs that help to improve that response so we're not having an autoimmune response to microbes that our body can't actually fight and kill. Andrographis has been used in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine for thousands upon thousands of years to fight back against infections, improve the immune system response, and help people heal their body from the inside out. Andrographis is known for being anti-spirochetal, which means that it kills Borrelia burgdorferi, the Lyme disease bacteria, which is incredible. It also supports the immune system without overstimulating it or causing autoimmune conditions, and it can really help to reduce fatigue, get rid of joint pain, and cut down on those recurring infections that keep flaring up over and over again. We want to get rid of those, give your life back so that you can have hope again and have the life of your dreams instead of just feeling like a shell of yourself and fighting for air every single day. I know how that feels, but if you use the herbs that we teach you today, you can take back your body and feel like yourself again. So how to use Andrographis? You want to use it in capsule form. We suggest 900 milligrams per day, every single day for at least 30 to 90 days. I would say even more than that, and you should start to see the results pretty quickly. By the way, my name is Ryan Kearns. In 2016, I had Lyme disease. It was really difficult for me, but with some time, patience, and some intentional actions, I was able to heal naturally from Lyme disease and take back my body. And now I feel healthier than I've ever felt in my entire life. And I like to share everything I did to get to that point with you. Once I healed naturally, I decided to try to make it as easy as possible for other people to do the same exact thing. And that's why I created LymeWars.com, where you can get our Lyme Wars herb box shipped directly to your door. That's going to have a bunch of the herbs that I'm going to talk about in this video. So I just want you to know that that exists. And it has the herbs you need if you have Lyme disease and co-infections with stealth microbes that have caused your body pain, suffering, chronic Lyme disease, or even early Lyme disease. These herbs actually work. They've been written about by the top herbalists, scientists, and doctors, and now we just made it easily available for everybody to get the herbs that they need in order to get better. Sarah J said, after a month on Andrographis, I had more energy than I've had in years. I could finally get out of bed without pain. Jason M said, this herb changed the game for me. I was skeptical, but I noticed fewer flares and brain fog after a few weeks. So Andrographis is a great herb, as you can see. The second herb is cat's claw, known as the inflammation tamer. Okay, so I know you know that inflammation is a huge deal. A lot of people everywhere, all around the world, are dealing with inflammation in very high levels, and it leads to chronic disease and chronic illness. It can exacerbate your symptoms. It can make everything worse. And in Lyme disease, a lot of the times the symptoms that you are experiencing is coming from inflammation itself. And that's because your body's overreacting to the microbes and creating a cytokine release, which releases a ton of cytokines to try and fight and kill off the Lyme bacteria. But your body has a hard time because the immune system cells find it really difficult to fight back against Lyme microbes because they're simply just advanced at staying alive, surviving for as long as possible. They're not high in number, they're low in number, and they cruise along and make themselves stay alive for as long as possible. So cat's claw has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects, just like all of the other herbs that I'm going to share with you today. And by the way, there's a ton of herbs that can help with Lyme disease. Some just tend to have more results than others. So we see the actual evidence that it's working in these herbs that I'm sharing with you today, rather than the ones that do work and do help, but they're not directly contributing to people taking back their lives and sharing their story. So why is cat's claw so good for Lyme disease? Well, it disrupts biofilms. So biofilms, you can think of like a city for Lyme disease bacteria to survive within and survive for as long as possible. So we need to disrupt those and make sure we break those up so that we're actually dealing with microbes themselves and not a think of it like a shielded off city that we cannot penetrate or get into. Our immune system cannot really do what it does best when these biofilms exist. So we need to break those up and cat's claw is a great way to do that. Cat's claw can also calm your joint and your nervous system pains that are going on, and it supports detox pathways and immune system function. We need detox pathways to be clear so that we can remove all the endotoxins that get released when our body's killing off Lyme disease microbes. I would suggest taking cat's claw in a capsule form, about 450 milligrams per day. Cat's claw is also available in the Lyme Wars herb box at limewars.com. Tina K said cat's claw helped reduce my nerve pain more than anything else. It's a must-have in my recovery kit. Melissa W said, I used to feel like I was being zapped by electricity. After adding cat's claw, the nerve issues finally went away. So as you can see, cat's claw is great for people with Lyme disease and co-infections. Number 3 is Japanese knotweed, which is the brain and detox herb. This amazing herb is one of my favorites because it's rich in something called resveratrol or trans-resveratrol, which is known for being anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and antimicrobial. It's an absolute powerhouse. So this herb really supports detoxification and circulation of blood in the body. This alone can disrupt bacterial growth and disrupt biofilms as well as kill Lyme microbes. People all over the world love the benefits that come from resveratrol and from Japanese knotweed. And even the healthiest population of athletes and movie stars, think of those types of people, they too use resveratrol to help to improve circulation, look and feel younger, protect their brain, and stay healthy for as long as possible. This just goes to show that it's not just for Lyme disease. These herbs are beneficial through a whole different span of different lifestyles. But when it comes to Lyme disease, these specific herbs can actually help you take back your body and feel like yourself again, just like they did for me and like they've done for hundreds of my clients. So for Japanese knotweed, you'll want to take around 1,000 milligrams per day, and you'll want to take that along with the Andrographis and the cat's claw because there are synergistic effects. That means that these herbs combined together can do really powerful things. However, we keep them in separate capsules and then combine them together so that you can know exactly how much of each herb you're taking. This allows you to dial in a protocol specific to your body so you're not using a one-size-fits-all approach and you're going to get the best possible outcome for you and your body. Rachel T said, my headaches, neck stiffness, and weird neuro symptoms finally started easing up after using Japanese knotweed. David S said, I can think clearly again. This herb has been a lifesaver. So as you can see, Japanese knotweed absolutely crushes it when it comes to getting better from Lyme disease and co-infections. Number 4 is sarsaparilla, known as the toxin binder. Sarsaparilla can bind to endotoxins like we talked about earlier, which can help to remove those toxins that are released when Lyme microbes get killed by our immune system. We really need that to happen because if not, it backs up in our detox pathways and we end up having something called a Herxheimer reaction, which can be very, very difficult to deal with. It can 3 to 10x your symptoms. So you really want to make sure you're focusing on detoxification, and sarsaparilla is a great way to help do that. It can also help reduce fatigue, pain, flare-ups, and like almost all herbs, it's antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. And here's a tip with this one. You're going to want to use a lot of water and perhaps even some other binders as well. I wouldn't stay on a toxin binder for a very long period of time. It is just to support your detoxification process while you first start out with herbs or antibiotics or whatever you're doing to heal from Lyme disease. Number 5 is skull cap, which is the nerve soother. So if you have nerve pain and nerve damage, you're going to want to use this herb. It's calming, anti-inflammatory. It helps with nervous system irritation. It can also help with insomnia, anxiety, twitching, overstimulation. It's going to help to calm that overreactive nervous system that can get so ramped up in modern society when it comes to using social media and all the messages and dings and pops and screens everywhere. We're constantly flooded with a ton of distractions and BS. And this really ramps up the nervous system. We want to calm that down so that we can stay in the parasympathetic nervous system and we can start to heal the body from the inside out. That's where skull cap can support us and help our journey with fighting back against Lyme disease. It can help with sleep and anxiety, and it reduces muscle spasms and nerve pain. And you're going to want to use this if you have a ton of anxiety, insomnia, or nervous system symptoms. Okay? So skull cap. Number six. Number six is Houtuina. Now that's a difficult one to say. It's the co-infection crusher. Okay, this is one of the top herbs specifically for Bartonella. So if you have Bartonella as a co-infection, I highly suggest using Houtuina. And I have had people reach out to me and say, hey, I have Bartonella, what should I do? What's the best herbs that I can add? This one specifically helps with Bartonella, and it's helps with the pain, the anxiety, the vascular symptoms. It helps with, it has strong anti-Bartonella properties. It can reduce inflammation in your blood vessels and joints, and it helps with strange nerve sensations or burning pain that comes with Bartonella, also known as cat scratch fever. And number seven is Eleuthero, which is the energy booster, also known as Siberian ginseng. It's an adaptogen that can help your body recover from stress, illness, fatigue, and without overstimulating it like caffeine would do, right? So you want to be awake, you want to have that energy, but you don't want that crash that comes with caffeine, and you don't want that overstimulation or the jitters that comes with caffeine. You got to look into Eleuthero or Siberian ginseng, whatever you want to call it. It can help you increase your energy and your stamina. It supports your adrenal health, and it can help to reduce brain fog and physical exhaustion. I highly suggest looking into it. This is another great herb for your Lyme protocol. But the best and easiest way to fight back against Lyme disease is to go to lymewars.com and get the 3 herbs in the Lyme Wars herb box sent directly to your door, so you can start taking them every day and watch as your body gets better and better. You start to have energy again. You start to have less joint pain. You start to remove all of the obstacles in your life. Things start to straighten themselves out as your body reaches homeostasis and it fights back against Lyme disease, takes back your body, start to feel okay again. Imagine waking up and actually having energy and feeling like you can go conquer the world again like you did 20 years ago. You can get that just by removing the obstacles with Lyme disease bacteria that's causing your body so much pain and struggle. And you can do that by going to lymewars.com. Again, we ship it right to your door. It costs less than a cup of coffee per day, and you can have your herbs right in your hand. But hey, don't listen to me. I'm just a guy on the internet who's had Lyme disease before and has helped hundreds of people get better. Instead, just go get the herbs yourself. Andrographis, cat's claw, Japanese knotweed, sarsaparilla, skullclap, houtuina, and eleuthera. Get those herbs, add them into your protocol, experiment, find out what works best for you. There's a notion of biohacking that helps people get better from Lyme disease as they focus on the actual outcomes from the things that they're doing in their everyday life. This is part of the mindset that I use to fight back and heal from Lyme disease. I suggest you do the same and let me know how it goes. Again, go to lymewars.com to get started right now, and I'll see you there.